What's up, YouTube? I'm back again with another video. I know I said I don't really make that many videos all the time, but I feel that this needs to be done in a video because I prefer not to sit in the comment section typing like, a 10-page essay, with YouTube's little 500 character limit, and it would be easier if I just said this. Okay, this is a response to daveshadenuff187's. He's one of my subscribers on my channel. I appreciate that you're a fan of this, pretty bland channel. I mean, I don't have like any fancy equipment. I just kind of do what I do. And so here we go. You said, I'm gonna go ahead and read your comments. You said, I really wish I bought a 3DS over the Wii U. I'm playing Resident Evil Wii U, and after that game, I got to wait till something worthwhile. What do you like better, the Wii U or the 3DS? Man, I hate to say Wii U was doing bad, and I'm a fan of your channel, and kind of still of Nintendo. And one more thing, if you didn't show 3DS stuff, this video would have no games, because Wii U has nothing new to show, and that's me being truthful, not hating. I didn't take that as if you were hating. Like, I'm not one of those people that if you say something negative about the Wii U, I'm just gonna like blow up and get all over you about that. No, I mean, come on, dude. I'm a realist. My opinion is going to take a lot more than Pikmin 3 to get things moving for the Wii U. And when the PS4 and the Xbox One hit the market and actually people start to play them and own them, Wii U was in big trouble if it didn't make a dent by then with the few games coming out by then. Just my opinion, you go by what you see. I mean, I respect that. Yeah, I mean, that's completely reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you observe things by what's happening at the current time. But this is where I want to actually chime in on that. Initially, the PS4 and the Xbox One, they're going to do good during the holiday season. Questionably, the Xbox One, not trying to, sling mud at it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. No explanation. They're going to do good during the holiday season. Launch of any console, you got the hardcores, waiting in line for that stuff. And then you got the capitalism motherfuckers who want to buy that shit only to sell it for a profit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna sell. They're gonna sell amazing at the holiday season. And PS4 is launching with Killzone and like Knack and Drive Club. And then like the Xbox One is launching with Rise. And I actually don't remember really what the Xbox One launch titles are because I'm not getting either at launch, to be honest. Because one, they've had history with hardware failures, alright? Both Sony and Microsoft, so I'm kicking back on that. Nintendo, it didn't matter for me because I haven't got a system that does not still work, you know what I'm saying? And that's at launch. I've had my Wii day one, and that shit still fucking works. You know what I'm saying? I've had my Super Nintendo, like all that shit, N64, that shit, all that shit still works. GameCube was like a fucking tank, alright? So I have no problems buying Nintendo shit day one. But Sony and Microsoft, they have a track record with hardware failures. Alright, so 3DS, Wii U. I mean, at this current point in time, the answer is obvious. It's a 3DS. Because one, the 3DS is basically getting games on a regular basis. The Wii U is not. And like I showed in my last video, my 3DS backlog is getting bigger because the games on the 3DS have so much content in them that I'm playing one game for an extended period of time, and by the time I beat that game, I might have already added another game to the backlog, and so on and so forth. As far as the Wii U goes, the Wii U had a good launch. Nobody can deny it had a good launch. They would try to compare it to the Wii to make it look like it didn't have a good launch. But when you compare it to the PS3 and 360, it destroyed those. And then it fell off after the holidays for a multitude of reasons. The Wonderful 101, Pikmin 3 were supposed to be launch window, along with Rayman Legends, which got delayed 2 weeks before it came out, you know what I'm saying? So that didn't help. And also, another thing that killed the Wii U is you can't expect a brand new console to sell when, one, you got people looking to it to show them why that console is next gen, when the developers are putting 2-year-old games with no upgrades on it, actually stripping features out of it, or you know what I'm saying, like in zombie use case, is not even a game that's fully utilizing the Wii U. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't expect people to want to buy a console with old games on it with no significant changes. You know, like to expect like amazing sales off that is real questionable, and like it kind of makes me wonder what these developers actually think about. Like Rayman Legends, I'm sorry what anybody says, that game would have done well in February if they just let it come out. It really would have. Because I've said in the previous video, Nintendo fans are fans of platforming games. You know what I'm saying? So that would have done well. I mean, look at fucking Mario games. Look at fucking, I mean, I know it's not Mario, but look at Mario games. Look at any other game that's like a platformer type game. And those games generally sell good on Nintendo platforms. So Rayman Legends would have sold good if they let it come out. I mean, make it multi-plat later, but when people say that people on the PS3 and 360 wouldn't want to play it because it'd be an old game, you gotta have to flip that and understand that that's the reason the Wii U is not selling, because they're coming out with old games and expecting them to sell like they're brand new. You know what I'm saying? You got the $30 price tag on the PS3 360, and then you have full $60 price tag when the Wii U version doesn't even have all the features and shit in it. So it's like, what are we paying $60 for, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, you expect, like, is this like a charity? You want us to just give you extra money? You know what I'm saying? But that's that. Now going back to the PS4 and the Xbox One, they will sell good initially, but what's really going to kill them, and I want people to understand this, is the cross-gen games. Alright? Yes, the PS4 and the Xbox One have superior hardware to the 360 and PS4. However, the games are not gonna, you know, make people upgrade to the next consoles, because you're gonna be able to get Battlefield 4 on the PS3 and 360. You're gonna be able to get Watch Dogs on the PS3 and 360. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to get Watch Dogs on the PS3 and 360. Like, they're not giving the consumers a true reason to upgrade to the PS4 and Xbox One. And most people, the way they talk about how the Wii U is in trouble when those consoles hit the market, they're talking as if they're under the impression that the PS3 and 360 are just magically going to disappear off the market entirely when those consoles come out. That's not going to happen. Because, and then that's when the consumer is just going to look at the price tags of these, and then they're going to see the games, and then they're going to notice a lot of those games you can get on both systems, and then they're not going to buy the new one because the other one's cheaper, but you can get the same game. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Killzone, yes, new installment, Knack, new IP, and then Drive Club. Not very many people really care about racing games if it's not Gran Turismo on the Sony platform. I mean, that's just being honest. But yes, all the cross-gen games. I mean, as far as I can tell, I don't think GTA 5 is on next-gen platforms right now. The new announcement for Ultra Street Fighter 4, that doesn't have any next-gen plans currently. Like, all these games are still coming out on the older platforms. So why would the consumer have a reason to really upgrade to the next one? You see what I'm saying? Plus, I don't care what anybody says. The PS4, Sony, they're playing the numbers game with the PS4. The console base bare bones with a Blu-ray playback, 500 gigabyte hard drive. You know what I'm saying? Ethernet port. You know, that's $400 right there. That's $400. But the thing is, people try to use that as a comparison to the Wii U when you can get a PS3 that has all that except the hardware. Like except the GDDR5 and shit. Like, it's inferior hardware, but it comes base with all that shit that the PS4 has. So it's like, how's that really like an advantage when the previous system has the same shit, just not like the actual hardware inside. Like, all these people who own the PS3, that's how many people have a Blu-ray player. I don't think a Blu-ray playback on the PS4 is going to be a real selling point, considering how many people already have a PS3. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I mean, come on. Like, stop with the Blu-ray playback. That's stupid. You don't buy a game console for Blu-ray playback. You buy a game console to buy games. Now, in this case, the Wii U doesn't have any games. But that basically comes down to your personal taste in games. Like Dave Shade Enough, I don't know what games you play. Like I don't know, like my taste spans all over the fucking place, dude. I play pretty much anything except sports simulating games. So when EA was having their conference at Microsoft's E3, and they were showing fucking EA Sports games, I didn't care about that because I don't play FIFA, I don't play Madden, you know, I don't play NBA and stuff. I don't play that stuff. So that no, you see what I'm saying? And starting, like I said, starting August, the Wii U was supposed to start getting a release of a game like every month, if not more than one game. You know what I'm saying? Because August you got Pikmin. You know, September you got Wonderful 101, which I'm personally waiting for. You know, October you get Sonic Lost World, and what else comes out? Oh yeah, Legend of Zelda, which I'm going to buy. I've already beaten the GameCube one. Like you got Master Quest, Ocarina of Time, and Ocarina of Time Master Quest when you pre-ordered Wind Waker a long time ago. You know, but I'm going to play that again just because Wind Waker was an amazing game. Like November you got Donkey Kong, and December you get Mario. Like you have a steady release of games. We don't know the 2014 schedule yet, but there will be games coming out. Alright. As far as the PS4 and the Xbox One, like I said, what's really gonna kill those ultimately is the cross-gen games. There's too many cross-gen games to really separate those consoles from their previous iterations. You know what I mean? Like the consumer is going to look at that. They're going to look at the game library and say, oh hey, the PS3 has way more games than the PS4. Why do I need a PS4 when the PS3 basically does everything the PS4 does already? You know what I'm saying? And then also the PS3 still has free online when part of the PS4's online is not free. You see what I'm saying? They're turning into almost an Xbox Live with that. Alright? So there are pros and there are cons to every situation. The pro for the Wii and the Wii U and Nintendo is that the Wii is done. Okay, like Nintendo is like not supporting the Wii. I'm surprised still people are still buying that because I actually sold a couple Wiis like in the past couple of days, which is kind of interesting. But in order to play these new games, people are going to have to get a Wii U. You see what I'm saying? But that's not going to be the case with the PS4 and Xbox One unless you're talking about like Dead Rising 3 or like the next Halo or like Infamous Second Son or like the the exclusives. But in terms of the multiplats, which seems to be what majority of the people in the community even care about, all the multiplats are coming out on the PS3 and 360 because the devs know there's money to be made there. So they're not really giving the consumer overall a true reason to upgrade to their next console, which is why me personally, I'm in no hurry to get a PS4 and an Xbox One because they're not giving me anything that that I want. That's not coming out. That wouldn't be coming out on 360, which I have, or the PS3. You see what I'm saying? And like the only reason I'm interested in the PS4 is because Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be on it and not the Wii U, which still doesn't make any sense to me. It's going to the Xbox One, but it's not going to the Wii U. How does that work? But because I mean, what Kingdom Hearts fans are on the Xbox? I mean, granted, I have an Xbox, but you see what I'm saying? Like they've always been shared between Sony and Nintendo. Like Sony's consoles had the main installment. Nintendo usually had the handhelds, like the sides, and I know there's a couple on the PSP. But yeah, they shared that. So how's it jump ship from Nintendo to Microsoft? And but yeah, that's basically my thoughts. It's going to be a very interesting console generation. Like I'm going to say that like just up front. Nintendo's not going to get all the multiplats. Everybody knows this. Nintendo, they're probably going to hit it where it actually means something, which is in the third-party exclusivity. And like recently, an article, Kamiya said that he would make Bayonetta 3 if Bayonetta 2 sells well. And then, but you look at the comments that are on there, and you're just like, everybody's like, yeah, Bayonetta 2 selling well only on the Wii U. Yeah, I doubt it. Like they're just doubtful, man. But I mean, usually Nintendo exclusive games that come from third parties, they usually sell well. You see what I'm saying? And top it off with, like, yeah, if a game is exclusive on the Nintendo platform, it has a higher chance of selling because they know they can't get it on another console, and people are under the assumption that people aren't gonna just, they're gonna just buy a Wii U just to play Bayonetta, as if there's not gonna be any other games that they're gonna want to play. I mean, who is not gonna want to play fucking Smash Bros? Especially after watching this year's E3, which was the most watched game. All right, a 12-year-old game had more viewers than freaking Super Street Fighter 4, AE, Arcade Hyper, and stuff like that, and Injustice, which just came out, Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? It had more viewers than these newer fighting games, and it was still hype as hell. It reminded people why Smash Bros is the best. Alright? Who's not going to want to play the new Smash Bros? Especially after how good that game looks. I'm not talking about, oh, that game looks better than Infamous, or it looks better than Killzone. I'm talking about the game itself looks good. Period. I'm not comparing it to anything. I don't care about the graphical fidelity of these consoles. If a game looks good, a game looks good. I don't hear niggas complaining that The Last of Us looks like shit. Right? So, squash that noise right now. Alright? If a game looks good, a game looks good. And when people see games that look good, they're going to buy these games that look good. And then if they come out to really good reviews, and then everybody, like, word of mouth, man, that shit works wonders. Word of mouth. If people start getting these games like, dude, Smash Bros is the shit, which it's going to be the shit. And, like, more people start getting those, those local tourneys going. Come on, and you're putting that on the 3DS. That was one of the things that, see, in my opinion, I think it's smart they're putting it on 3DS. That was one of the things that was kind of holding Smash Bros back, is that you had to have been at someone's house to play them in it. You know what I'm saying? But since they're putting it on both platforms, you can get a big tournament. You can organize a tournament at someone's house so you can play on the main console. But when you're on the go, you can run into some of them random dudes, and then screw up their life, because they'll be like, yeah, dude, I'm amazing at Smash Bros. You won't beat me at that game. You know how many people I've had tell me that? I don't even say anything about my skill level, you know what I'm saying? I let my moves. There was a man who said, show me your moves. And I show him my moves. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. But I mean, come on. It's smart to have it on both platforms. That's going to grow Smash Bros. It's going to make the Smash Bros scene grow. Even bigger than it is. But yes. PS4, Xbox One. I'm sorry this video is quite long. I kind of just start going. But PS4, Xbox One, they're gonna do good initially, but then you're gonna see the effects of the price tag and then the cross gens. I'm telling you, I'm telling everybody, I'm calling it right now. Cross gen games are going to initially hurt the sales of those consoles. They will. But that's pretty much my thoughts. You have a good point. 3DS is better at this point in time, but the Wii U, starting next month, is supposed to start getting games, which me personally, I want to play. I don't know what you play, but for me, it's a pretty good selection. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you later.